If you've made it here today, perhaps it's because your heart carries a weight that words cannot explain. Perhaps sadness has settled in like a persistent shadow, and joy seems like a distant memory, almost unreal. I want you to know, you are not alone in this night, and this prayer was made for you. In the next few minutes, I invite you to stop everything you're doing. Turn off the distractions, take a deep breath, and allow your heart to open. Because something profound can happen when you allow yourself to be touched by hope. This is not just a prayer, it's an encounter with the truest part of yourself, the part that still believes, even when everything seems lost. Before we begin, if this message touches your heart in any way, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to receive more moments like this. Sometimes a word at the right time can change everything. And perhaps this is your word for today. Now, close your eyes, if you can, breathe, and let's together transform this night into morning. Lord, I come before you today with a broken heart, with a soul weary from carrying this weight that I no longer know how to name. I come as one who has reached the end of themselves, without strength to pretend that everything is okay, without masks to hide what I truly feel. I come like this, broken, vulnerable, because I have learned that it is precisely here, in this place of fragility, that your presence becomes most real. Sadness has been my constant companion. It wakes with me in the morning, walks beside me throughout the day, and lies down with me at night. It's like a thick veil covering everything, stealing the colors from the world, turning even moments of light into gray. I try to smile, try to move forward, but inside there's an emptiness that screams, a pain that finds no comfort, a wound that won't heal. Lord, I no longer know how to be happy. I've forgotten the taste of true joy. The things that once brought me comfort now seem empty. The places that once brought me peace now echo with heavy silences. And I wonder, will I ever feel that lightness in my chest again? Will I wake up with hope again? Or will this night last forever? But you tell me with that gentle voice that cuts through the noise of my pain, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And I want to believe that, Lord. With every fiber of my being, I want to believe that this night is not the end, that the dawn is coming, even though I cannot yet see the horizon brightening. I confess that I have doubted. I have looked around and seen only shadows. I have felt time passing and the sadness remaining, and this has eroded my faith. How many times have I prayed asking for relief and woken with the same tightness in my chest? How many times have I waited for a miracle and everything stayed the same? It's hard, Lord. It's so hard to keep believing when everything in me screams surrender. But today I choose to let go. I place before you every piece of this sadness, every memory that hurts me, every loss that still bleeds, every fear that paralyzes me. I surrender the loneliness that suffocates me even when I'm surrounded by people. I surrender the emptiness that seems to have no end. I surrender the feeling that I will never be whole again, that something essential was torn from me and cannot be restored. I also surrender my guilt, because deep down, I blame myself for being like this. I judge myself for not being able to simply get over it. I condemn myself for not being strong enough, for not having enough faith, for not being able to tear this sadness out of me by sheer willpower. I carry this guilt as if it were another weight on my shoulders, and it crushes me even more. But you show me that this is not how it works. You show me that feeling sadness is not sin, that crying is not weakness, that being broken does not mean being lost, because it was you yourself who created in me the capacity to feel deeply, and that includes pain. You do not reject me when I am like this. On the contrary, you draw even closer, like a father who embraces his crying child, without demanding explanations, without demanding strength, just embracing with infinite tenderness. Lord, I need you like I have never needed before. I need you to enter this dark place inside me and light a candle, a small light, if necessary, just enough for me to take the next step. I'm not asking you to transform everything in an instant. I know that healing is a process. The dawn doesn't happen all at once, but gradually brightens, almost imperceptibly, until suddenly the day is there, complete and luminous. So come like the gentle breeze that touches the face and brings the first relief. Come like the dewdrop that moistens the parched earth. Come like the first ray of sun that breaks through the window and announces that the night has ended. Come and touch this sadness that dwells in me, not to tear it out violently, but to transform it, to weave it into something new, to make it the soil where joy will sprout. Because I know that you are a specialist in transforming what is dead into new life. You take the ashes and bring forth beauty. You take the desert and make gardens bloom. You take the broken heart and rebuild it, not as it was before, but stronger, deeper, more capable of loving and feeling gratitude for simple things. I remember now your promises. You said in Isaiah 61, "The Lord has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to comfort all who mourn, and provide for those who grieve, to bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair." And I cling to this today. I choose to believe that you are faithful to your words, that you are not like men who promise and do, not fulfill, who say and do not do. So I ask you, exchange my ashes for a crown, not a crown of external glory, but that inner joy that no one can take away, that peace that does not depend on circumstances, that contentment that is born from the certainty that I am not alone, that there is a greater purpose, that my pain is not in vain. Pour upon me the oil of joy. May it penetrate the cracks of my heart. May it soothe the wounds. May it bring back the sparkle to my eyes. May I laugh truly again, not that empty laugh that hides pain, but that genuine laughter that springs from a light heart, that allows itself to be happy without guilt, that allows itself to celebrate life even after having crossed shadowy valleys. And clothe me with the garment of praise. Teach me to give thanks even in the midst of pain, to see the blessings that still exist even when everything seems to be falling apart, to recognize your presence in the details, in the flower that insists on growing in the cracked sidewalk, in the unexpected embrace, in the silence that suddenly becomes comforting instead of frightening. Lord, I know that the joy you offer is not superficial. It is not that fleeting euphoria that depends on everything being perfect in life. It is a deep joy, rooted in the soul, that coexists with tears, that does not deny pain, but transcends it. It is a joy that whispers even in the midst of the storm, "This will pass, you will survive, and you will discover that you are stronger than you imagined." I want that joy, Lord. I long for it like one who is extremely thirsty, longs for fresh water. I need to feel again that life is worth living, that there are reasons to continue, that there is beauty waiting to be discovered, that there is love waiting to be lived. And as I pray, something begins to change inside me. It's subtle, almost imperceptible, but it's there. It's as if a door long locked is beginning to open. It's as if a weight is beginning to lift from my shoulders. It hasn't disappeared completely. The sadness is still here, but there is something more now. A presence, a dim light, a fragile hope, but real. Maybe this is how it works. Maybe transformation is not a sudden event, but a gradual process. Maybe joy does not arrive all at once, expelling all sadness in a single blow, but gradually infiltrates, occupying spaces, illuminating corners, until one day I realize that it is here, that it has returned, that it has made its home in me again. Lord, I accept this process. I accept that healing takes time. I accept that some days will be harder than others, that there will be setbacks, that there will be moments when I will doubt again. But I also accept that you are with me in every step of this journey, that you have not abandoned me, that you have not grown weary of me, that your love has not diminished even a bit, even when my faith wavered. And there is something you show me now, something I need to understand. My sadness does not define me. It is part of my story, yes, but it is not the end of it. It is a chapter, not the entire book. And you are writing new chapters, pages full of redemption, new beginnings, second chances. I don't need to be afraid of what is to come. I don't need to have all the answers now. I don't need to know exactly how I will get out of this place. I just need to trust that you know the way and that you will guide me step by step to the full light of day. Lord, I surrender to you my future. I surrender the dreams that died and the new dreams that will yet be born. I surrender my expectations, my anxieties, my plans. I place everything in your hands and say, your will be done. Not because I have given up on living, but because I trust that your will for me is good, even when I cannot comprehend it. And as I speak these words, I feel something I haven't felt in a long time. Gratitude. Gratitude for being alive despite everything. Gratitude for still being able to feel, even if it is pain. Because feeling pain means there is still life in me, that there is still hope for healing. Gratitude for not being alone on this journey, for having a presence that accompanies me even in the darkest valleys. You said in Psalm 23, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. And this is what I need to remember now. This valley is not permanent. It is a passage. And you are here with me, holding my hand, lighting the way, preventing me from getting completely lost in the darkness. So I lift my eyes, not because the sadness has disappeared, but because I choose to look beyond it. I choose to look for signs of your goodness that still exist, even amid the chaos. The sun that rises every day, the air that fills my lungs, the heart that keeps beating, insistent, stubborn, refusing to give up. And I declare, even with a trembling voice, even with doubt still whispering in the back of my mind, joy will return. I don't know when, I don't know how, but it will return because you promised and you are faithful. You did not bring me this far to abandon me in the middle of the road. You did not allow me to survive so many nights, only for me to lose myself in this one. Lord, I ask that you continue the work you began in me, that you continue transforming my sadness, that you continue planting seeds of joy, even when I don't notice, that you continue weaving a purpose, even on days that seem meaningless, and that, when dawn finally comes in its fullness, I can look back and recognize you were with me all along. I trust in you. I choose to trust, even when it's difficult. I surrender this moment, this day, this night, and all that will come. And I wait with an open heart for the morning you promised, for the joy that comes, for the new life that is being born, even now, at this very moment. So be it. Amen. If you've made it this far, I know something touched your heart. And perhaps, just perhaps, you felt a small relief, a crack of light entering through the window of your soul. This transformation doesn't happen all at once, but it happens. And it begins when you choose to believe that the night is not eternal, that there is a dawn waiting for you, that joy is not impossible, just delayed. I want to invite you to do something. In the comments below, leave a word. It can be Amen. It can be I believe. It can be simply thank you. These words have power. They are like planted seeds that will germinate in the following days. And who knows, your word might be the encouragement that someone else needed to read today. If this prayer brought comfort to you, please share this video with someone who is also going through a difficult night. Sometimes all we need is to know that we are not alone, that others have also crossed shadowy valleys and found their way back to the light. Leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to receive more prayers, more words of hope, more moments of encounter with what is deepest and truest in you. And remember, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Your morning is coming. May peace be with you. Until next time.